Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the Family Server. We're going to do a little tour of my jungle base, and then we are going to go over and do some work on our shantytown today. So let's get started. All right, this house here is my jungle house, and this is inspired by Wattles. Wattles is doing a Minecraft guide tutorial let's play, and it's episode 23, and I will put the link down in the description. Jungle Base Origins. He did a really good job. I started working on the house, building the house, pretty much as he did, and then I got to a certain point and then just winged it. So this is kind of just inspired by him and then done my way. So this is the outside. Go over here, you can see this little outcropping here. I like building in the jungle. It's one of my favorite biomes. And I found this jungle not too terribly far from spawn, but I've got so much going on in my spawn base that I decided I wanted, a little place outside of it that wasn't quite so laggy, and doing some things here that a little bit different. I'm not going to duplicate the farms. I mean, I do have some storage, and I do have a couple of little farms that I don't have at the other place that I need to do something with. So this is a sugarcane farm. Works pretty well. Got this idea also from Wattles, same series he's doing. It's a wonderful series. You should go check it out. He's pretty good. I like watching him. This is a semi-automatic farm that kind of improved upon just a little bit. Also, can't remember where I got it from, but this kind of farm has been around for quite a while, actually. Basically, you when it grows like this, you hit the lever and the water comes out, goes into the hoppers and into, oops, what's that doing there? Those don't need to belong in there. Whoops. Goes into this chest. Like I said, hit the lever, water comes out, hit the lever again, and boom, goes right back. Take some seeds. I'm in creative mode because I'm not really playing at the moment. I'm more doing a tour of this base, but I'll go ahead and get this done. Maybe do a slight little time lapse. And boom, all done. So that's pretty good. Like I said, this kind of farm's been around for a few years at least that I know of. When I was playing before, I built it back, I think, in around 2016, 2017. Can't remember when I really started doing a lot of actual playing, building things, getting interested in redstone. I had started playing Minecraft probably around maybe around 2012, 13, somewhere around there. And it was all creative work when my child was much younger and got into Minecraft and got me into Minecraft. And I built a world that had a lot of castles, and not the really great castles that you see on a lot of, if you do a Google search and you look up these absolutely fantastic builds that just take forever to do. More general, maybe at one point I'll do a tour of that world. I still have it somewhere. I'll do a tour of that world and show you some of the stuff we built, but it was mostly just to have fun and just build some stuff. And then around 2016, 2017, I got interested in modded, and I got interested in playing more survival and learning redstone and really kind of upping my game just a little bit. I need to up it a lot more. Not really good at things like fighting the wither, fighting the dragon, those sorts of things. When I first started Minecraft, I was terrified of skeletons and zombies and all their stuff. Now, they're no big deal to me unless there's a bunch of them. But fighting the dragon and stuff I'm really slow at, and a lot of that is I need practice, and some of it is also the needing to, my fingers, I have arthritis in my fingers and they tend to snap. So I'm not really fast with my fingers. And I also have a little bit of neurological issues, which cause me to forget real quickly, especially words. That's why I say a lot, numb, and kind of hesitate. But I try to edit most of the. What are you doing here? Do I need any leads? Oh, well, there's just him, so I'll leave him alone. You're fine. You're fine. You're okay. Just don't spit at me or I'll kill you. And where was I? Like I said, I forget. So I tend to be a little slower sometimes. When I'm building things, I have to have something that shows what I'm trying to build, and a tutorial, even if it's my own tutorial, or some pictures or some instructions that I've had, because I tend to forget and I can't keep in my memory, nor do I have that creative part of my brain that puts a picture in my brain and I can do that. And give me a regular picture on the internet or print it out or whatever, and I can pretty much build it. I do my best. As if you watch my intro or the tour for my intro, you'll see some of the stuff I built in the castle. It's actually a castle in Scotland. That's why it's not real fancy. It doesn't have a lot of depth to it, because the Blair Castle doesn't. But I took inspiration from our family castle, and we don't own it, but it's the family, as in the Scottish clan castle, that we kind of belong to. And I did two. There was two villages in that seed that I had, and do I have? Oh, I do. When I was building before, I put this on. Daylight just stays where it is, so I'm going to have to change that here. But for right now, I can just stay like it is, so I can do the tour. But I had two villages close by where I settled down at, where I did my base. And if people want to see it, I will do an actual tour with commentary to show more in detail some of the insides and some of the stuff I did. But it's a modded game, because I like having all the toys. I like having the extra blocks and everything. I hear you, salesman. I really don't want anything from you other than perhaps your leads. I'm going to leave you alone for right now because I'm not in survival. But when we go back over to my main base where the shanty town is and we start working on that, I will be in survival. So anyway, let's go inside and check out this. Like I said, most of the inside is based on Wattles, but the outside is pretty much Wattles except for maybe this area. He put these things down lower. Watch his video and you can see that. I liked it better this way for mine because I had wood around the bottom, and I put all these various barrels here. This is kind of like what he did, but mine's just a tad bit different. I put these decorations with these blocks. They're the big mushroom blocks, the real pretty ones. Got some of those in my travels, so I put those up there for decoration. I don't like to do too many, especially on a server, too many frames, because it tends to cause lag, just like all my redstone, because I love redstone. I'm about average with redstone. I can't do those big fancy clocks and all that other stuff, but I can do some pretty interesting things with redstone, and I really like using it, especially railroad, because I'm real big into model railroading, have been since I was a child. I'm in my mid to late 50s now, so it's been a long time. And I like collecting model railroads. I have a couple of really nice trains. So anyway, this is our enchanting area. And of course we got our disenchant thing there. And I have the banners here for curtains. I like green. Green is my favorite color. Mostly a dark blue green, but green itself I like. I've got the Jeremy's pack, so I've got the fancy real pretty leaves, kind of spill over. I like that, so I put that in there. I'm not medieval pack right now because I want to save that for when we go over and actually work on our other on our shanty town. And this is cat. No, I call this cat Cece. This is just like our cat Cece. We actually have a cat Cece who was a stray, decided she wanted to adopt us, so we brought her with us when we moved into the place we have now. And she's the most awesomest cat in the world. She's really sweet, very loving, very gentle, very laid back. I think she's part dog. She demands attention. and she's just a great cat. So when I finally got me a black and white tuxedo cat, I named it CC. So anyway, this here. I've got my banners. This is my banner. I don't know if you noticed, but if you look, I have my Optifine cape. I got this years ago by donating to Optifine, and it's got my personal banner. Not real quick with the keys there, so that's a lot of my issues with that. Anyway, got that. Got my banners everywhere that match my cape, and it's a real simple banner: the cyan and the white and the yellow and the little star or flower burst, whatever that is. I just like it. It doesn't really mean anything, but I like it, so that's what I have, and it's pretty easy to duplicate. And just some decorations here. I've got the roof covered with the wood and the trapdoors, which Wattles, and another one I like real well, the Mystical Sausage, does a lot with those, and I really like their building styles. And I try not to copy, but I just really like their building styles, so I try to emulate and I learn from that. I will copy a build to learn from it, and then I will try to make it my own and try to use my own creative juices as much as I can. This couch here is made from a couple of beds, obviously, and then just some of those really cool trapdoors from that nether stuff. A little pattern on the floor. Got a bunch of different types of stuff in here. This goes up, and there's also another campfire up there so that the smoke comes out of the chimney, as you can see. And I just like that. I think that's a neat effect. And kind of played with this chimney a little bit till I got what I liked. And some little dormer windows. And a few little things here and there. Not much in this. I just recently started building in this. Well, recently as in gameplay recently. I found the jungle, and then I found this, and there's several of them in this jungle. But I found this and decided to keep it. So this is now my storage room. As you can see, I put lots of storage things in here. Now, yeah, I do have Zero's mini map up there in the right hand corner. I get lost very easily and I get confused, and I don't like to use F3 that much because I get confused with it. So there's not much in here because this is more for looks. A little TP to spawn house in case I need it, but I was gonna change it, make it look more like that, and I thought, no, I want to keep this. Oh, there you are. There you are, hiding on my roof. Shame on you. Where's your other guy? I ain't gonna kill you right now. I'm not in the mood. I don't need a bunch of leads at this moment. But you stick around when I'm back here again, and I'm gonna get you. So this, I decided to keep this jungle temple thing to just because I think they look pretty neat, and to show us here, and put that on there. This other flag here, whatever. This is the asexual device, and so yeah, I am of that spectrum, as it were. Even though I'm married, happily married, got a wonderful husband, and yes, I do have children. We have 5 children between us, and most of them are grown. Our youngest is 17, and the most awesomest 17-year-old in the world, most awesomest person in the world, just absolutely perfect person. But anyway, that's kind of our thing. So I put that there. It was made by Ginger. Ginger made those for us. So I proudly display that. And we're going to go over here, past this llama ding dong. I used to name llamas that. Rama Llama and Llama Llama Ding Dong. I always thought that was kind of clever. Ha ha ha. So anyway, this is the nether portal. And we decided to make this server kind of laid back. We have, a lot of teleports. We all have op status, so we can all just go into creative and build if we want to, or we can just play survival or something in between, whatever we want to do some testing in creative, and then survival has as play, or whatever you want to do. It's just kind of a nice little server, so anybody that wants to do what they want to do, it's fine, as long as there's no griefing. I don't tolerate griefing. If the people want to have a war, or destroy each other's bases, as long as they are okay with that, that's fine with me. I don't care. So that is our jungle base, and we'll come up here so you can see. This jungle's actually pretty big. I'm on a corner of it here. This one little corner. Like I said, I love what Wattles did with his jungle base, and I tried to emulate it. I probably won't do a whole lot here or with the other side, and I may do some Let's Plays with that, but I decided while we were thinking about what to do here with recording and getting back into it, that go down here and go back to our spawn house. Ta-da! There, y'all remember this from the first episode, I hope. I decided I'm not going to do a whole bunch of videos or series on this world. What I am going to do is maybe this and maybe another one. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do yet as far as this is concerned, but I decided I want to start a new single player world. And in that single player world, I'm going to just pretty much play survival. And I'm sorry if I'm a little scratchy. Got a bit of a cold. Don't worry, no COVID here. I've been tested twice and both of them are negative. But the weather has been kind of up and down here in beautiful South Carolina, USA. It's been kind of warm and kind of cool off and on. So a little bit of scratchy, a little bit of a throat and chest cold, you know, sinuses, nothing major. Nothing major at all, but it's just a little aggravating, and I'm not used to talking so much, so I'm going a little hoarse. When I'm playing, I'm usually pretty quiet, so I'm having to learn not to say all the time, and not to lose my train of thought, and to keep talking, because, you know, unless I'm doing something that doesn't require talking, then I'll throw in a little bit of music. I've been spent this morning and some time the other day just collecting some sound files and deciding what kind of music clips I like. So we're gonna, you know, if we have time, I'm not sure how long I've been recording, probably about 20 minutes, and of course I'm gonna cut some of it out, but maybe we'll do a little bit of building. I want to go over here because I forgot to show this over here. This is a boat I built years ago, and I just brought it in using the structure blocks. And of course I messed up, and part of it actually went down a block, and I'll probably fix it at some point. One of our players, Matthew, has offered to do the sails for me because I've never done sails. This is the very first, actually the only large ship I built, and I know it doesn't look like much. It's not real authentic. Matthew's extremely good at building ships. In fact, he's got a ship built at his base, wherever that is, over there somewhere. But I built this on another game, and just rather than spend, because it took me such a long time, because I had no clue what I was doing. I was using a picture of a galleon, and I was just trying to duplicate it. But I decided to bring it in, and then I'll just change it up a little bit. And so and while I was at it, I built a lighthouse, which is over here. First, I want to show you the inside of this. Not much to it. I never got it really a chance. Kind of lost some interest. Got sick for a while and never really did finish it. Never did anything with it. But I never, like I said, I never did finish it, but I really like this ship. You know, this is kind of a cargo bay, and then down here now in the texture pack it looks kind of strange, but in the regular it looks good. I'm not too worried about it. Hopefully Matthew will get my sails done, and we'll have that. And we're going to go over here. Not much to see there. It's not, like I said, I never did much with it. It was on a base and had a big sandstone castle-like house. It was pretty cool. This is the lighthouse I built, and when I brought it in, it was actually working. It's just a simple hopper arrangement, which kind of goes around in circles. I'll show you that. Goes around in circles and just lights it up. We go down here. It's got a little house area, but you know, it's just got a little sleep area, and a lot of it's just for looks. We'll go on up into the lighthouse. I built this, can't remember if I built it before or after the boat, but it was about the same time. I built my house first, my big house, and then I built these. But I think I did the boat first. I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna go up in here, and this is the mechanism. I don't remember where I got it because it's been several years, but it's got the what are these? I think these, yeah, these are the not the repeaters, the comparators. That's it, the comparators, and they judge whether or not this keeps going around in a circle. These just go into each other. So, and we've got some. Let's see if we can get. There we go. We got some pieces that come through every once in a while, and they. In fact, I don't really want all of them, so I'm gonna grab that. Nope, can't grab it. Grab it, grab it, grab it. Oh shoot! Ah, I let go of it. It's a game within a game. Ah, there we go. So it's only got one. I didn't want two going around. So I think somebody else did that at some point. But as you can see, the comparator always tells you whether or not there's something. Well, it's what the comparator does is it gauges if there's something in the inventory, like a hopper or whatever, behind it, and then it emits a redstone signal. And of course, those are the redstone lamps, and when it does, so it turns the lamp on. So that's what that does. Every time the block goes around into the hopper, it turns on the light. So it's kind of like a light going around, and it'd be better if we had a light actually shining out, but we don't. So this is a little area. Never really did finish this either. This was more for looks. I just got into building a lot of stuff. I do like building. Not the best at it. I'm going to dump this stuff off here. Not the best at it, but I like to do it. I find it calming, kind of therapeutic. I find it kind of gets my creative juices going as much as I have. There you go again. Oh, got a turtle. I got a turtle. But you know, I think with the length of this video, I'm going to just end it here at, well, not end it here, but just stop with this tour. And I never did go inside here like I promised I would, so we'll do this, and then I will do another video with maybe some building. This is the inside of the warehouse area. This goes across to, this is that walkway above the water. It goes over here. I haven't really done much with it. I just built it, and like I was saying before, I want to get all the outside done and get it kind of roughed up so it looks like it's not really well kept up. And then I want to then do the insides. I've got that thing where you can change the armor stands, put some stuff on them, put a head on them, any player head or a pumpkin head or whatever you want, and it will it looks like a little person. It's really cool to have people like working or doing something, walking around. So that's what I plan to do with this. And the reason I'm still doing this server mainly is to get to see how my audio is doing, my video, play with a few things before I actually start my single player world, because my single player world, I want it to run fairly smoothly without having to think about it, without having to adjust a whole lot. I already went in there. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. But I do want to do a little bit here and a little bit of playing, because I haven't really done a whole lot of Let's Play where I'm talking and working at the same time. I think my brain would short circuit. I just don't want to, I don't want to get that. So I need to practice a little bit. But as you can see, a lot of this is going to be a tavern, and you know, like an inn where, you know, have some rooms up there and whatnot. Some little pirates everywhere. I wish I had, you know, modded in some of them. You can actually get a pirate hat, and that would be really cool. But I don't have, or maybe I can find a player who actually has a pirate hat for on his head, and I can bring in his head and use that for pirates. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool, I think. But the big thing I want to do not right now, but really soon here, is to finish these buildings and turn them into something. You know, either the little shacks that are run down with holes and stuff. Like here I did a little bit. You could see with stairs and slabs. I got those. I've got those just kind of showing. Now with the texture pack, the brown windows actually look like boarded over, so it's pretty cool. That's why I use that texture pack for that. And when I actually start building more in here, I'll turn the texture pack on so everybody can see what that looks like. And I use some signs for boards, some different color wood for like patching. But I just haven't finished this. And in a shanty town, they're really run down, broken up houses, real poor people, can't afford a lot. So everything's going to be a little different. It's going to be holes, it's going to be run down, they're going to be close together. But I really wanted just a little town just for that, and that over there. I don't know how much we'll actually get done, but we're going to do our best. And of course we'll do it in survival. Like I said, this will be, with all this will be I thought about putting some villagers in here. But I really don't want to mess with that, because I'm going to have to go get them from my farm over there and bring them over here, and then they could die because we get mobs because it's not real well let out. And that's a problem. So I just use the armor stands. I think that would be the best thing to do. And that way, you know, yeah, they are entities, but they're not the moving entities, so it won't be that big of a deal. And I should have in the description, I should have a link to a page where you can actually get the code for that, put it in your world, and it'll bring it in, and you can set it up. It's pretty cool. But I think that's it for this episode. I'm sorry I didn't get much building done, but in the next episode I will. I just don't want to make this too long and kind of bore people. I promise everything. Oh, some supplies, good. I will get better. I will improve on my quality and improve on my presentation. Please stick with me. Like and subscribe, all that good garbage, whatever you need to do. All right. You all just have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.